year, the Big Grab 50-mile yard sale stretches from Blythewood all the way through Winsboro, bringing hundreds of vendors from throughout the state to set up booths, sell crafts. We're talking food as well, clothes, furniture, dirt bikes, I mean, you name it. And it's probably going to get sold by someone. So with us talking about it just a couple of days away with this year's Big Grab, right here we are joined by the president and CEO of Fairfield County Chamber of Commerce. We have Dylan Pullen to talk about the big event. Dylan, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you guys for having us.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and talk about it. If somebody is unfamiliar with this big event, can you in layman's terms kind of tell us what we can expect?
Yeah, so it's about 50 miles long, the route is. Now that's not 50 miles of a continuous yard sale, but that's how long the route is. It makes a figure 8 loop from Blythewood to Ridgeway and into Winsboro, so there's no starting point and there is no ending point. That's the question we always get. Where do I start? You really start anywhere and you're going to end up back where you started as long as you follow the signs and stay on the route. And so it started about 10 years ago and it has grown from there, and it is one of the largest events in Fairfield County today.
So talk about that, 10 years. I mean, what did it start with and then what are we seeing now?
Yeah, so a wonderful woman named Denise Jones, she owned a consignment store in Ridgeway, and it was called the Cotton Yard Market, and Denise was on the board of directors for the chamber, and she, well over 10 years ago now, I should really say, had this bright idea that let's do at the time it was 45-mile yard sale. And so we started the event. It's gone through a couple iterations, 45 miles, then it went to 80 miles, then back down to 50 in the last couple of years.
80?
80 miles at one point. Yeah, that was a lot. So we trimmed it back down to 50 miles. And so that's the way it's been for, I would say, probably the last 6 or 7 years now, and it's worked out really well. And so we do it, it's always the first weekend after Labor Day. That's the way you can remember, the weekend after Labor Day. It's time to rock and roll throughout Fairfield County and Blythewood.
So let's talk about kind of the benefits with stuff like this. You know, have you talked to maybe some people who have been in this yard sale for a long time? What have they seen as the benefits?
Yeah, so we have a lot of churches who participate, and that is, it's a great benefit to the churches. It's a great fundraising opportunity. One church who's not participating this year just because they're retiring from the Big Grab after so many years of doing it. But it would be nothing for them to raise 10 grand over the weekend. And for a small church in rural Fairfield County, that's a big deal. And my grandmother was in the secondhand and antique furniture business, and so I remember before I started working for the chamber when the Big Grab first launched, setting up all of her goods on the sidewalk in front of her store on Main Street, and it was one of the biggest events throughout the year. So the merchants do well, the vendors who sell as part of the yard sale do well, but it also helps with our local accommodations. People travel from well outside of the community to come, and it helps with the local restaurants. They're typically a little bit busier this weekend than they typically are. So it's great because it brings people here, it stimulates the local economy, and it's just a great time.
I love this too. I love the fact that this is not just a local event. Talk about people are really coming from all over for this big event.
Oh yeah, so we track every couple of years.
Okay.
We put out some boards and we ask where are you from, and we walk around, and so the staff and I will be all over the route this weekend asking where are you from. And it's nothing to hear someone say they're from Texas or Louisiana or Arkansas or Kentucky, and they travel with trucks and trailers, and they come down and they load up and they head back. And so some of them are professional retailers. They'll take this back to their antique store. But a lot of it's just people looking for a good deal and a way to spend some time with their family. Luckily, the weather this year's looking much better than it typically is, because normally it gets very, very hot. But with these high 80s, low 90s weather we're looking at, I think it's going to be a beautiful weekend.
Now, you know I have to put you on the spot. What's the farthest that do you remember, like the farthest that somebody has come by?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
I believe Texas is probably the farthest that somebody's driven to come besides visiting. They drove from Texas with the truck and trailer specifically for this event.
Oh my gosh. And that's a testament to everything that you all have done and really what the community has done for so many years to kind of really put this on together. So that is amazing.
It is. It's a wonderful event. Wonderful event.
All right. So really quickly, let's go ahead and talk about when. So give me all of the details. I know you said there's no starting point, right? So what can people kind of expect and what day?
Yeah, so what we always invite you to do is to follow us on Facebook. There's the Big Grab 50-mile yard sale, so you can figure out where the route really begins and where it ends, even though it's a loop. And so if you're coming off of, let's just say I-20, you can hop on 321. If you're coming off of 77, you can take the Blythewood, Ridgeway, or Winsboro exit. You're coming 200 from Great Falls into Winsboro, you can get on 34 from Newberry, 321 from Chester. No matter where you're coming from, you can get on the route pretty easily. You're not going to travel very far into town without getting on the route. And so the event starts on Friday from 7 o'clock in the morning till around 7 o'clock in the evening. And then you will see on Saturday they begin at 7 o'clock in the morning and they go till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I expect this year for them to stay longer because the weather's better. Typically by noon on Saturday it's so hot they're done. But I think this year you're going to see them stick around a little bit longer with the beautiful weather.
Oh, I love it. Well, Dylan, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you giving us this insight. This is going to be a great event, you guys. Perfect weather, like
Perfect
we
weather.
mentioned.
It's going to be beautiful weather.
Yes.
I can't wait. I can actually walk around the route without sweating this year, so I'm excited about it myself. I'm going to try to do some shopping.
There you go. I mean, what a great way to just go ahead and shop. You're shopping local as well. That's
Yep.
also a great thing as well.
Yep.
Dylan, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, guys.
Of course, and we're going to be putting this on our website. If you want to learn more information, WLTX.com.
Good Thursday morning to you. Speaking of the weekend.